Which one of you would survive the longest run in the Japan?
Dude, I think
No, man. I think both of us die together, Jason.
For you. You die first, I think. Go together, Jason. Go away together. Okay, let's together. Asburin one.
The role that Jing is playing on the team right now, this is kind of like the star player role where you're getting the trade frags off your entry.
He's talking about who the best players are, and he's like, I think f0rsakeN's one of the best players. He can play everything. And I'm like, move to prove it.
Oh my god! You are the greatest I have ever seen! You can do it all!
oh my god, Jing. Yo, that is a classic Jing round right there.
Oh my god, f0rsakeN, you egoist! f0rsakeN is literally the main character. That's some Jung-woo right there. He's not even yelling now, that's aura. That's aura.
Jing is a monster!
Jing's disgusting, bro. What the?
Who's your favorite PRX player? f0rsakeN. Jing. f0rsakeN. His agent pool is nut. Jing, my beloved. f0rsakeN. Jing for sure. Foreskin. Jing because he's cute. Jing. Crazy Race. FNS.
Let's talk about Valorant's most aggressive duo, Jinggg and f0rsakeN. They're the engine behind Paper Rex, one of Valorant's most fearless and unpredictable teams. Known for their W key mentality, PRX showcases a hyper-aggressive, all-gas, no-breaks approach.
I think he was just buying timing on it.
What? And the shorty drops him. 73 HP and he's going in for more. A second, perhaps a third.
Yo, PRX are insane.
As of 2025, their roster includes something. A mechanical demon who treats every round like a frag movie. Divine. A calm and flexible player who complements the team's aggression. Mind Freak. A clutch player who adds structure to the team. Hatman. The newest member helping keep Gotham safe. Alex. Their coach, who hates desks.
I'm done with this team. I'm done with you guys. This is the last time I coach the team.
And at the heart of it all, Jinggg and f0rsakeN, the focus of today's video. Jing is the tip of PRX's spear. Known for his fearless and hyper-mechanical entries, he thrives in chaos, always applying the maximum amount of pressure to enemy teams. On the other hand, f0rsakeN is the wild card. He's known for using a unique, unpredictable playstyle, reinventing how agents are played, setting trends for other teams to follow. Together, they're a two-punch combo. Jing is the jab, creating panic, and f0rsakeN is the cross, punishing that panic without hesitation. The duo embodies PRX's signature style, hyper-aggression with seamless coordination. Their plays don't work unless everyone's in sync, reacting, adapting, and committing in real time. But before we dive into what makes them so deadly together, let's rewind and explore how these two legends were shaped.
Tapi kita di toilet ada Miura dan Magnum yang mencoba menjebol di sini. Miura maju ke depan melempar granat, langsung coba mengintip di boosting dia. Dan f0rsakeN dapat Miura.
Meet Jason f0rsakeN Susanto, a methodical and deadly 13-year-old. Raised in Indonesia, he was born into a family of gamers and just so happened to have an older brother who was a pro CSGO player. Because of his circumstances, he was already gaming by grade school, beating grown men in CSGO.
What happened, bro? Oh my god!
By 13, he was competing in CSGO on the team Project Rekka. Over the next few years, he bounced around from team to team. From Aerowolf to Boom Esports, he was always putting up numbers, but he was always too young for LANs. However, the name f0rsakeN was quickly making waves in the CS community.
The admin team discovered that Nickel f0rsakeN Kumawat was using a cheating software resulting in his team's dismissal from the tournament.
No, not that f0rsakeN. There was another player who shared his name that nearly ruined it with a cheating scandal. He considered changing it, but his dad told him to keep it. In 2020, he briefly signed as a streamer, but by August, he was already back in action, joining PRX's CSGO squad. When Valorant released in 2020, he started grinding. He'd often go head-to-head against Jing on the ranked ladder, and the duo would become familiar with each other's names. However, they would not become that iconic duo just quite yet.
Player standing.
Dude, this calling me on Steam, bangsat.
In 2021, PaperRex made a pivot to Valorant and brought their CS roster with them, where f0rsakeN would start competing in a new game.
Could still be winnable. Yep, could still be definitely. No shot really hitting there. It's the crossfire center. What? Taken! I'm just not ready for it. There's no world in which it should be favored. No world.
What about it? Who wants some?
Run it back also in play. Challenge in towards all. And immediately Jing just deals with the rest.
This guy is nearly as good as me. This guy is nearly as good as me, chat.
3 quick pivots, 3 quick
This
kills.
guy is nearly as good as me, bro. What the f was that?
But did you know Jing didn't even plan on becoming pro? Born in Singapore, Jing Wang was the quiet kid in class, the one that kept to themselves. But at home, it was a different story. Like Jason, he was also born into a family of gamers. While pregnant with him, his mom grinded Command and Conquer games. Like D-Gen levels of grind.
This Command and Conquer game, you know, like 24/7. Basically, I sleep, I wake up and I play that Command and Conquer Red Alert game, eat sleep game, yeah, all the way.
And his uncle was a CS 1.6 junkie. He'd log Jing into his Steam account and let him play for hours. For Jing, gaming wasn't just a hobby, it was in his blood. Fast forward to 2016 and he started to dabble in Overwatch. It was the beginning of that signature playstyle that we all know and love. But when Valorant dropped, he jumped in headfirst, and just so happened to be pretty good at it.
Oh my god, he got a 4K, he's gonna get an old third round again!
He started grinding ranked when it came out, often hitting rank 1 on the ladder. He never thought playing Valorant would go anywhere, but he just started winning. Just for fun, he joined a team with a couple of friends to play in some tournaments, and they actually ended up being pretty good. That's when the org reality rift called. In November 2020, Jing would be reluctant to join the org at first. He didn't really want to go pro, but he was a crucial piece to his friend's team and didn't want to desert them. So he tagged along. He quickly became touted as one of, if not the best player in Singapore. An exciting prospect and player to look out for. Eventually, after playing in a couple tournaments, he started to develop a passion for competing. When the org shut down in March, Jing went teamless for about 5 months when SMG would give him another shot. These early teams provided invaluable experience helping hone his skills, passion for competing, and trademark playstyle. In 2021, PaperRex announced that their player Shiba was moving to a substitute position due to his mandatory military service, something that we'd later see affect Jing. PaperRex needed a replacement, and fast. Jing was signed to the team fulfilling the duelist role, marking the beginning of something special.
Position here, Jing eager to take a fight. It's RB who swings into him actually. What timing! Any attempt.
f0rsakeN's individual turn-up has absolutely flipped my expectations for the...
Oh boy. What? No, he shouldn't have even got the second kill, let alone the third kill.
What the?
What are you doing? Back into it as well.
That's just objectively not the right thing to do, but he still gets rewarded for it.
At the time, f0rsakeN had already been playing with PRX for over a year, playing in both CSGO and Valorant. Jing's arrival completed PRX's pivot to a double duelist comp, a bold move that defied the meta at the time. Most teams were running one duelist, a sentinel, and a heavy control setup. But with Jinggg and f0rsakeN both on hyper-aggressive agents like Raze, Jett, Reyna, and Yoru, PRX was effectively breaking the rules.
And already you're seeing PaperRex go right back to their game plan from yesterday.
Well, it worked so well, right? We found Jing find value out of the Reyna, which is not something I think I'd say in these days, but it's there again.
Through 2021 and 2022, PRX showcased that their double duelist style wasn't just a gimmick. It worked because of trust and chemistry, because of Jing and f0rsakeN. In their first major event together, the synergy was already evident. f0rsakeN often led the server in first kills, having the highest first kill stat per round at the event, followed by Jing, who had the highest average damage per round. The duo helped bring PRX to a 4th place finish at Masters Reykjavik.
Okay guys, these eggs are giving us a lot of trouble in the past.
Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him!
Oh geez, stick to the plane!
Oh Jesus, let's go.
Why do you do this?
It's not my fault!
They weren't just flashy, they were effective. Over time, their roles became more defined as Jing took on entry duties and f0rsakeN played off that space. In 2022, the duo was on a run at Masters Copenhagen. They were beating top teams left and right, eventually making their way to the grand finals. The series is on match point, and PRX needs to lock in to win this game. Let's see what kind of team composition they'll pick on the final map.
Things are already shaking up a little.
Got it on the other side. Hardest goes.
What is this comp?
Wait, which
Neon Yoru, breach!
They got no Viper. They got no Viper. There's so much insanity here.
Typical PRX. Unfortunately, they lost the game and placed second at Masters Copenhagen, but they did it using their patented playstyle. Jason and Jing made history by being part of the first APAC team to reach the grand finals of an international Valorant LAN event. Their aggressive and unorthodox strategies were central to this achievement. However, beyond the tactics and highlight reels, what truly set this duo apart was their bond. Their personalities complemented each other perfectly. They weren't just teammates, they became close friends.
Jing plays one word association.
Aspas.
Good.
Boaster.
Funny.
EDG.
Kankan.
Forsaken.
Dumb.
You could see it in interviews, during timeouts, or even in games. They just understood each other. And when you're playing a style where milliseconds decide rounds, that level of connection is priceless. As 2023 rolled around, PRX brought in something, a Russian prodigy known for holding the jet actions per minute speedrun any % world record.
Will force.
Dude, that shot was Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That was nice, bro. Yeah, wow. That was nice.
This meant shifting the team structure, and f0rsakeN once again showcased his adaptability. Rather than sticking on comfort picks, he began flexing onto initiators, sentinels, and even smokes. Just whatever the team needed. Even with this role shakeup, the synergy held strong. PRX remained competitive throughout 2023, always pushing the meta in unexpected directions. But just as the duo began recalibrating, they'd experience a major blow.
If this is my real last tournament and I never come back, I'm just proud of everyone in my team for going through this journey with me. I hope the fans just remember this era of PRX.
In 2023, Jing announced he'd be stepping away from professional play to complete Singapore's mandatory national service. It was a significant loss, not just for PRX, but for f0rsakeN. f0rsakeN stayed with the team, but the absence was palpable. Still, in true PRX fashion, they adapted. With new talent rotating in, they stayed in the mix, fighting their way through regional tournaments and continuing to evolve. Then, in March 2024, Jing received a medical pardon and rejoined PRX.
I tuned in one day to look at this, and I saw that Jing had returned to PaperX. This has got to be some kind of April Fool's thing.
Nah, what? Perfect call, perfect aim. Let's go, bro.
Absolutely annihilated.
Well played.
The duo was finally back together. And if their early games are any indication, that fire never left. Now, as we look ahead to the rest of 2025, they just qualified for Masters Toronto. Hopefully the duo keep the PRX train rolling, track by track. It's not just about what Jason and Jing have done, it's about what they represent. For years, international Valorant was dominated by North America and EMEA. But PRX, with Jing and f0rsakeN at the helm, forced everyone to pay attention to Southeast Asia. They defied metas and playstyles, forcing their way into the top tier of Valorant. Suddenly, kids in Singapore, Indonesia, the Philippines, they weren't just watching. They believed they could be the next Jing or f0rsakeN. Jing's rise from young pub star to two-time APAC Player of the Year showed how deep his impact ran. Over 170 matches, over $220,000 in prize money. f0rsakeN's story runs just as deep. With over 240,000 earned and dozens of international events under his belt, he's become a symbol. With their legacies already forming, I can't wait to see where this duo goes.
The double recall?
Just a recall.
What was that?
Up onto an angle, but who knows whose util's whose? Fade into the side.
No way. This guy hits that satchel. No way! No way! That's how both duelists! That was the biggest duelist stiff I've ever seen.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Leek. We just passed 500 subscribers, dude. That's gnarly. So, here's a picture of my dog to celebrate. I'd like to hit 1,000 by the end of the month, so a sub would be greatly appreciated. Let me know what kind of content you guys would like to see covered in the future, and as always, thanks for watching.